Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, welcome to the show. Let's see, looks a little choppy, loading up. Give it just a moment.
Todd Ferry does move on. All right, up now in the Masters, let me get Richard and Jeremy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're up, we're live, we're going. The pro tournament is over. Travis Bagent wins. Right hand, left hand.
All right, there we go. On deck after this, I will need Junior and Ken for a trip to the finals. Close your thumb. Okay, right here. Close your hand. All right, Richard is your winner. Richard, you won? Yeah, I won. All right, very good, very good. You get Junior and Ken front center.
All right, Junior! Making that pink shirt look good, baby.
We have Junior and Ken up on stage.
All right.
On deck, I will need Lincoln Munger and Storm Chelino. Here we go. Close your thumb. Stay right here. Just let me see this thumb. Not pushing close. Right there. Close your hands. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right. Let's go over here. Get myself on the camera. What's up, everyone? Hopefully you're able to tune in to the pay-per-view. Let's see how it works. Got a little echo going on in here, but that's all right. Sounded good. Looks like my audio is bouncing good. Gonna turn it up just a little bit, give you a little more gain. See if we can get some comments going. Did anyone tune in to the pay-per-view? The pay-per-view is over. It will be up and posted for the people who bought it tomorrow. I don't have the bandwidth to upload it today, or else it would be uploaded tonight. I have all of your emails. I'll make sure to send an email with a link so that way everyone can see it that wanted to see it. Let's see, what time is it? Ran about an hour to get through the right and left-handed pro classes. Best 2 out of 3 single elimination. It's good times. Let's go over here. Let's see the cats rolling. Pay-per-view, yes, it is over. The link on the pay-per-view will be added to the chat. If you want to go ahead and go buy it, I'll get your email from that purchase, and I'll make sure that you get a copy of it when it comes out.
All right, give me Lincoln Munger and Storm Chelino front center. On deck, I will need Todd Ferry and Andrew M.
Hey, Kyle, thanks. Pay-per-view looked good. Glad to see it. We brought in some pretty good equipment here, trying to get this working, get it working good. Got Matty Craig on the mic there. Here we go. Give you a little commentator action. I'm floating around, bouncing. So, yeah, there was lots of matches. And if you want to see them, buy that pay-per-view. And then we'll get it sent out to everyone that bought it. Should have it uploaded for you. Maybe clipped down a little bit of dead space, not much. I will say that Travis Bagent is walking around right now on cloud 9. Going into the 220 open class. I feel I need to run to my car. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave you here to enjoy this tournament. I'll be back in just a moment.
Okay, let me get Ken and Richard.
Alrighty, guys. Hopefully, I'm back in business. I did not win my match. Guys, my match is part of the pay-per-view. If you missed that, you can go back and buy it. I lost to Paul pretty much 3-0. However, there was like a foul situation where I won one. But as far as bringing Paul's arm from A side to B side, he was the man. This is a continuation of the tournament. Our pro classes are done as well. Travis ended up winning everything. I was in the finals. Left-handed, we got Daniel Worley, Roger Bailey, me and Travis. Wasn't such a big class. Right-handed, we got a bunch of people. We got Storm Chelino, Sam Harriet, Roger, Dan, me and Travis. A couple other people. And me and Travis ended up getting to the finals. Sorry, Jason. Sorry, team. Paul was really strong. Can't say much. I don't think I wasn't hitting in any today at all. And that's kind of one thing where it's I'm not super there, but. I feel like Travis Bagent has left the building. Okay.
Andrew is your winner. All right, let me get Junior and Ken for the match.
Just Wags. Relax, my guy. I'm literally saying that I lost, okay?
On deck after that, I will need Storm Chelino and Todd Ferry.
Jesse, I was 2-1. Step on the scale. Paul, I don't think Paul stepped on the scale that he's lying about his weight, but he looks good too, 210. On the table, we got Junior Hustler coming up. I hear Travis Bagent somewhere around here.
Artem Taranenko working the mic. Hopefully y'all got to see how he did. I wasn't gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna tell on him. I know his right hand looked really impressive in the tournament.
That's one foul on Junior.
Paul Talbott looked giant today. He did not look like a 176 guy. Back pressure applied is just too much. Masters Championship. Always love to see the Masters classes full.
All right, let me get Storm Torino and Todd Perry from that center. On deck, I will need Lincoln Munger and the Viking, Andrew.
Lincoln Munger back to the table on deck. Thought he was in the pro class, was wondering why he wasn't going. That will happen. So I've noticed in West Virginia here, they like to show up at start time. We had roughly 8 people in the venue when we were supposed to start. And when start time rolled around, it was elbow to elbow. Bart Woods head reffing, doing work, representing the WAL, which apparently is back starting at any given moment in Las Vegas. Roger Learn.
On deck, we'll be moving down to the 198 class, where I will have Kyle versus Brandon P.
Come on! Whoa! Artem, Andrew!
Crowd is getting hype. Gotta love it. Strap is being applied here in Martinsburg, West Virginia at the King of West Virginia tournament. Artem Taranenko joining me again. Your microphone is not on. Second only to Travis Bagent today. I think that's... He is being summoned by the man.
Okay, moving to the 198 class. Let me get Kyle and Brandon. Kyle and Brandon.
Bart Woods putting in work today as your head ref. Now we got Travis Bagent on the mic. Is he going to be head reffing? He is. Travis Bagent actually putting in work today. Love to see it.
1-2.
Hey, we got Artem Taranenko back on the microphone.
All right, on deck after this, I will need Junior.
So I will say the headphones needed. I've only had these for 2 events, and it's like, why have I never brought these? Now this is just our open tournament here. The pros are over. I think everyone is just wanting to get to the after pools. We got going so early today that I think we might stream some of the after pools. I know people often want to see that, but I have to get on the road, so it'd be nice to have a little bit of after pool action going on the stream today.
I like it.
The pay-per-view ended up running 1 hour, almost exactly. Pull up some stats here for Artem to see kind of how it did. So more turned up as it got going.
Man.
So what do you think about the format for the pay-per-view? Because I know a lot of promoters are wanting to gain a little extra revenue on the pay-per-view platform so they can, invest a little bit and make a good show. What do you think about doing like the amateur class first on YouTube for free, and then the whole time you just kind of say everyone, hey, we're doing a pay-per-view,
for sure.
and then
That
send
has
them that
always
way.
been probably a good transitional platform for sure. You always show some type of like a free event, and then whatever you have some type of main thing, you always transfer it over. I like it. It's always been proven. You get people hooked up even if they kind of didn't really want to see, and if they.
Yeah, because with my platform, we could actually start the free event on the pay-per-view, so that if you pay the
Okay.
pay-per-view, you can watch the free and the pay-per-view without ever having to go anywhere. Just
Okay.
one-stop shop. And then from YouTube, we could just tell them, hey, go here. This is what we're going to be doing. Because I know we had a little bit of skepticism about if Travis was going to pull.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to have him here and going up to him right now while he's standing there going, hey, Travis, how's the arm feeling? You ready for the tournament? And kind of build that confidence back. Because Travis has been known to potentially not tell the truth on the internet.
So that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And Todd Ferry for the final elimination.
Are you pulling in the open class at all?
What do you mean?
Are you pulling in this
Oh, no, the
tournament?
classes,
The
no,
double
no,
elimination?
No, sir.
Yep.
No, sir.
I like that you guys call it open. That way it's like, hey, we're not really,
For sure.
we don't want to say no amateurs, but we're not really running an amateur
Right.
class. We're running a double elimination tournament. And if, you guys had 450 entries shows up, you might think about splitting it out and all that, but I think
sure.
with the group that you guys got coming, this is perfect format.
Yep.
Got Nitro down reffing. He's always Spitfire. Have you seen his pictures? He is proud of them pictures today.
I looked at the album. Me and Pauline looked through lots of, It's always interesting to see how there are people throughout the arm wrestling, throughout the arm wrestling existence, there are people that always wanted to document it, right? Keep it, print it, because you never know.
That's right.
And that's the funny thing. And that's funny thing and interesting thing when you invested in when you invested yourself, so you kind of don't really mind. You know how you can be at your arm wrestling event, you just kind of hate what you're doing. I don't want to take this picture. But it's interesting how initially you kind of invested, you want to do that, and if you're stuck with it, or even if your material is out there, and there are other people that you take a picture of, whatever you did with them, documented them, right? They stuck to it for another 10 to 20 years, became somebody. Oh, all of a sudden those, nobody really needed those pictures at the time of some newbie. Or like, oh man, this is like original shots of the GOAT. So it's like, it's always people who want to do something extra in a sport, they always appreciate it, and sometimes you don't learn about it until like 10, 20 years. When Nitro shows up to you with a printed album of Travis Bagent.
Right. I know since I've been doing my little TikToks and my videography and all that, now that I'm meeting people traveling around and all that, I'm like, wait a minute. You were at that tournament? So I'm going back to my old footage from a couple years ago and looking in my backgrounds and going,
dude, it's funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's it's that, but there was a times like, this year, like East versus West finals. That can be something like that, but man, back in the day, the WL 2015 originals in Vegas, there was so many. There's been literally probably almost every single arm wrestler that started or been arm wrestling for 10 years. You talk to people right now, they have been there. But you don't know, you didn't talk to them that day because there's so many people.
Right.
You've met new friends, but man, you could have met like 100 friends.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that, this community is large, but you got your heavy hitters that are at every event consistently, and it's been for years that way, and I'm seeing it. And now that we got Aries, you can go back and look at the tournaments and see the people that competed. I use Aries when I'm looking for a picture or for a flyer. What tournament have they pulled at that I've been at? Maybe I can grab a picture, or maybe one of my
Okay.
photography buddies, hey, so-and-so was at a tournament that you were at. Did you get any pictures? Because I really, really don't like creeping people's Facebook for posters, for fire pictures,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, got to do it, right? Like, it's if you guys don't have pictures, that's all we can do.
That's another thing, man. Like, I wanted to do that. Sometimes if you have your own event, like here, or, there's like some value to go an extra step to set up some little black, background and snap a couple of pictures in the professional camera of all of the people wearing a black shirt. It takes a couple minutes, I mean, people don't really want to do it, but man, next some of those guys want to have a super match. You want that professional picture,
right?
You have it.
I can tell you right now, any person that came up where Travis is standing, if there was one of those 3 foot wide, banners that like raise up out of the base with a good light, every single person here before the tournament would go up there and take a picture. Absolutely. Especially if Travis was up there gripping people, saying hello and all that. Because I learned that talking with some of the people I'm traveling with, that their favorite thing about coming is that one-on-one moment they get with Travis, they get with you and all that, the people that they see on Facebook and social media.
For sure, because nowadays it's easy, because, if you know us, the problem is if you know us, it's like, oh man, this student, the regular dudes ain't worth coming to, right? Like, it's a regular conversation. But yeah, nowadays, if you kind of feel excited about whatever it is, podcast, Travis, being who Travis is forever, if you feel like, I'm somewhat special, or whatever the reason is, Paul Lynn's here, whatever, if you feel like there's something that's important for you to come and you do, it's like an easy opportunity if you're around here, It's like one of those things like why arm wrestling is cool. You can meet your people you hold high in your vision, and you can come and see them, what I mean?
In basketball, you can go see LeBron James, but you can't play basketball with him. And in a lot of the arm wrestling tournaments like this, if it's a good tournament, you might get a chance to pull Travis.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's I can see what you're saying for sure. It's always little experiences that you hold valuable in your head, you know what I mean?
That's right, because and that's another thing is, like, everyone wants their tournament to be the best. So I always like to ask people, what do you personally want out of an arm wrestling tournament? What do you like out of it? What brings you back to a specific promoter and all that? And I know Travis, it's unanimous that he will work this room and make every person here feel like they're his best friend. He's known them forever, even though it's their first time in arm wrestling. Glad seeing you again. Glad you came back. He just wants everyone to feel welcome.
For sure.
and it's fun seeing that the internet hates Travis a lot of the times,
Dude, well, hold on. You know what I learned the other day? Which I don't know why it took me so long to realize that, but Travis very professionally basically said to everybody, oh, hey guys, you want to complain? Well, let's put a price to it so y'all can complain about something. Because, and again, they really realized it right away, because our live streams were free entirely,
exactly.
right?
Yep.
You were coming out here, we'll cover your expenses for either recharging other people or not, right?
Sure.
That's kind of part of our bill, and that's what we want to do. But I guess because people got that their impression, and I understand Travis saying things like you're going to compete and stuff, but I don't know somehow why it became all of a sudden like set in stone thing to be set and promised. You know what I mean? Like, I guess because he's such a big name and all that, so you kind of want to see it happen. So him not doing something kind of affects you more. Which is weird, but I get it. So that's why it's like, but it is weird. Like, let's not get it wrong. Like, especially if you have reasons for him, to be busy, whatever. So you can't really hold him accountable for something like, oh, you're not getting paid for it. That's his speech.
For sure.
Now, he's like, oh, you know what? Let me be accountable. Let me go ahead, pay extra to fly out the staff, but make sure I arm wrestle. But now
yep.
So,
well, I think with the King
hey
of
guys, you want to
Chicago,
complain? Now y'all have to pay for this.
yeah, I think with the King of Chicago, your 2 podcasts right before that, he was just talking about how he was going to wreck everyone,
Right.
And so people got excited. But then you guys were expecting like 40 entries, right? Like, hey, this is just a thing we're doing. we're gonna throw a little tournament,
Right.
and I'll pull with a couple of buddies.
But that's what's funny, like,
And then people just kept coming in.
so, let's go back to what you just said, right? Like, and I get it, like, you know, there's many people have said, yeah, I'm gonna come and beat everybody, People don't come.
Right.
They get cold feet, and Travis was there, and like, there's fits written if you couldn't arm wrestle, so like, it's all good. Like, sometimes you come. I have come to many tournaments. I came like in a good shape, maybe somewhat peaking, and wanted to check myself. I'll go to the event, and there's just simply nobody there. So like, I don't kind of have to arm wrestle because now it's gonna look funny or whatever the reason is, right?
So when you do that,
and then people are gonna hold me. Oh man, but you promised. I wanted to arm wrestle. I couldn't. So thank you, Travis. If he wanted to,
I just couldn't.
yeah. I get it. Maybe with his personality status, maybe people want to be like, man, you guys didn't want to.
Right. So when you show up at that tournament, like, you know, you're not just there helping, but you're there to compete. And let's say the competitors aren't at the level that you were hoping for. Would you enter and maybe work on some sort of technique, or are you just going to run through that class?
Man, I feel like everybody makes their excuses in their own head. Like, I've went to events where, like, I mean, I can't decide it. No, I can control it. But by the end of the day, I realized, like, I was, like, head above everybody, unfortunately, right? Just kind of how luckily for me. So, I feel like now that I've done it, I feel like there's not much value to it, to be honest. Just collecting a bunch of wins, that's one. Two, you also kind of robbing people of opportunities to do more stuff. So, what's up?
Got you a super chat there. Hit that for him.
Skipping all the papers feels so strange. So I stared at memes of somebody crawling across the stage. This was fine.
Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Co-1 years.
Roy Lee, when was the first WAL? Can you answer that? You're real good at trivia, Artem.
Man.
So are we saying first WAL tournament, or are we saying first WAL Super Series?
Super Series is easy because it's 2018. This one's the Super Series started. WL as a league, as the website that pop up that says like $25,000 payouts based on Game of Arms, you know, blah blah blah. That could have been like 2014.
Interesting.
Yeah, it actually was pretty far away. Let me double check if they. No, I think they deleted that original website.
Talbott, Bart is here and refereeing. He reffed the entire pay-per-view. Travis is giving him a little bit of a break. Bart might be pulling. He is an arm wrestler from the Game of Arms. Got John Hanowski in the house, Sam Harris, all these people on the pay-per-view that you missed if you didn't tune in. Storm Chelino back in action. Saw him on the pay-per-view. Who else we got in here, Artem? Who am I missing?
Sorry, I'm bringing Roy Levi. I guess he's not asking when. He's asking when are they starting.
Oh, so, when will the first one be
well,
back?
when we're going to know, we're going to tell you.
Yeah, I believe once that date is official and released, the entire arm wrestling world will know. Right now, it's just kind of hearsay and rhetoric about when we're going to actually take off. But it sounds from a lot of people separately that it's right here.
Not far. Yeah, we'll see. That's definitely interesting. But man, that's a good question when it started, because you know how arm wrestling is. It's kind of a similar feeling as back in the days, because.
That's right. WAL's been around for a long, long time.
I like this.
Yeah, he's the one on the mic. Got someone thinking we're calling names wrong. Artem will not butcher a name. He's not Craig Soublier. He gets him right.
Curtis. I'll do my best. Dude, but you know, sorry, Roy, we can't reply to you when the new WL going to start. But man, back in the days, so Game of Arms was a project, right? It was coming out, and it's kind of there was kind of information about it real hot, but only so many people that were in it were supposed to kind of kept it also pretty quiet. So by the time that came out, and by the time WL started their first tournament, they started with like a pretty nice website and a lot of money. Like they were starting like with like I don't know like $100,000 total prize money type shit, right?
Interesting.
So for a lot of people, it was just like this. We're like, is that real? What?
Right.
I feel a lot of like the first year WL were kind of dominant by the guys that were a part of Game of Arms. They were kind of already part of the thing and they knew what's up. So that was like the original kick of WL. So then like a little shortly after when like people realizing that everybody they're getting the checks, oh my god, people started doing weight cuts. That's how, it was kind of open to everybody, but people were also like doing different things. So that's how like Giannis got his way in, right? Giannis competed in the first years.
Yep.
And then when they kind of locked it for Europeans, Giannis was allowed to come still and be in a sweet spot.
So you touched on something there that I feel is a reoccurring thing, and maybe you can speak a little bit because I'm ignorant on the history. I know when Martin came back with the Olympia, there was a lot of hesitation of there won't be a payday, there won't be pay. So, like, can you share a time where there was a big promotion like that and people didn't get paid? Has that actually happened on like a no one got paid for the event?
Yeah, many times. That Marvin has always been part of promotions that, I don't really know the reasoning. We can always go down that route, and we can just probably say, I guess let's say if it's Marvin's issue, right? Marvin is just, I guess, I never met him, but I'll just say he's probably a super excited guy, gets things going on, gets a lot of money rolling in, super easy. Probably has a talent for that, getting sponsors and getting stuff going on. And, but maybe on too many promises or whatever the reason is. But because whenever he comes through. Right? I mean, everybody got paid amazing amount of money. It was the amazing experience of your life. That's kind of what people will tell you. And then other times, like nobody got paid and everybody lost money. So,
well, it sounds like if it was like a entry fee dependent payday. There's a lot of that, like, hey.
Well, no, it's usually such a scale. It's usually such a scale, and the entry fees back in the days. Your high entry fee back in the days was 35, right?
Yep.
Regular was 25, and if you're thinking like a high promotion event that might do a live stream, it's 35, right?
Gotcha.
That's why back in the it wasn't really even related to the entry fees because they will offer like $100,000 to $100,000 in prize money type thing.
Yeah,
So,
I remember seeing like the truck. What was it, over the top? That was $100,000 paid in the truck.
Some of the Margaret was involved in over the top in the movie and all that stuff, and that come through, right? Everybody. So it's a better question for Travis to kind of maybe even answer more polite about that because I mean I don't even know. I've never been part of it, so I can't really talk trash. Everything I'm saying is kind of based on the history of what I've heard. So and that's what I'm going to repeat myself. And whenever. It's talking to Marvin. Whenever he came through, he comes through, and whenever he doesn't, it's an issue. But it's not just him. I feel like there was other events. I feel like, I got mislucky one time. I got unlucky WL 2017.
Yeah.
What WL? I mean, they announced it, week 2 weeks in advance that they're not gonna host the event. So it's kind of just, you kind of just. If you're the guy like me that was cutting, well, a lot of people were cutting weight. You just kind of really wonder what to do with your own body weight. But then,
yeah, you were right in that group transitioning from WAL tournaments to the Super Series, right? You weren't.
I was always the bomb, Robert Keller.
Oh.
I was never. I got my way in WL tournaments a little bit. I was not that good when they started.
Is that Matt?
Dark Horse Management.
Is that Matt Mask in the chat? Dark Horse Management?
Management. No, I don't think it's.
Don't think it's actually him.
Yeah. Dark Horse Management. That's the manager of Matt Mask.
There we go.
Supposed to be. Ain't he a Wild Horse?
Oh, that's
Come
right.
on,
He's not the Dark Horse. Shame on me.
So
Shame.
I started to come out to some events to try to just become better and competing. But I always was interested in photography and all that stuff. So I always tried to talk to WL people to let me do something. And whenever they were not allowed to record, I was taking pictures, whatever.
Yep.
So I was just slowly allowed to do like more stuff video-wise, where it was kind of used for them. But yeah, I never was got to be into. I never
The
got an
competition
invite.
side yet.
No, I never got an invite to do super match. Like I got some, I competed the tournaments at my own will, but I was kind of always way underdog.
They're gonna bring in Juji to get wrecked by Mike Aiello, but they're not gonna get the Top Roll King a chance. Man.
Yeah, well,
2025, year of the Top Roll King.
Well, you know what? After technically, the next hot thing for me was supposed to be East versus West in July, right? But now that Paul Talbott beat me, I have to go redeem myself somewhere, so it looks good, okay? And then we go crazy.
Get that next
Man,
one,
Paul
Sam Harris.
felt good, man.
He looked solid. His hand didn't look like it caved.
And moves too. Like I don't know, like that was certain, like there's some dude got butt hurt earlier, saying those good excuses. But there's one thing I've noticed. Me and you talk about it. Like I hit some. I feel like my pick shape. I move first and I do some kind of hits. I was kind of. I don't know if it gets set up because I feel like it also depends on another person's setup, but. I feel like Paul was moving a lot first. Like I can see he's initiating a lot of stuff. He was moving good, aggressive and all that. I liked it. I tried to do that, but I don't know. Paul
You can
was
tell
too overwhelming.
From the moment his hip touched the table, he was focused on beating
For
you.
sure.
He definitely wanted this win
Yeah,
back.
he wasn't sloppy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really good pulling.
Yep.
Makes me upset that he pulled the tournament though. Not to that I could have like redone something, but just to see what's going on. That's one thing. That's the problem when it's just two top guys arm wrestle. How good really is the guy that just won, and what's really wrong with the guy that just lost? Is there something wrong with him, or is he good?
Can we talk about you and Roger Learn? Holy crap, Artem! You go palm up from the pin pad straight sideways against him multiple times on the pay-per-view. It's insane the integrity that your arm has.
That was good. I mean, that's one of the things. I guess with it stylistically, like my hand gets tired, I get out of position, but like that side pressure gets kind of like I had a lot. Like I was in a lot of control. You know what I mean? Like that first. The beginning, the end of the first round, like when I got to the pad and Nitro was like it's not a pin, so I just kind of repositioned and they dug deeper, like. But it just one of the things where like the position gets comfortable, and I was trying to tell Roger, he's like, man, Roger was like, man, you brought me to the pad. I'm like, dude, it's not really that I needed to. Well, I need it because it's easier. It's just easier to bring the momentum back. It's not like a show-off thing.
Right.
Sam is looking good.
Sam Harris is back. So I know when y'all gripped up on the pay-per-view, there was some. Sam Harris is legit. Like
I thought all those old school WL guys, him, Storm, Tony Katowski, man, they can use the WL grip. I don't see my knuckle. The go is being set. I'm like, man, I need to. Like I've learned after, like not after, even in the polls, in the supermatches poll round 2, I've learned like, oh, you know what? I need to cover my knuckle. Like it's not, if it's not going to get shown, I need to protect myself. So
match them, right? If they're going high, you're going high.
Like, man, I cannot be too honest out here. It's all good. Like,
yeah. Well, and so if you watch Travis when he does a referee, he looks at the knuckles, right? He's definitely looking at it. Some other ones that are maybe eye level
Travis
with the
is
knuckle.
smooth. Travis is a smooth cheater, you know what I mean? Like, to where he does a lot of things, but it looks like he's very stoic out there, so he sees a lot more and he pulls it out.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely calling some fouls from down here, and I did get some good tips on how do you cheat in the WAL set grip.
Oh, for sure.
I think Travis invented the cheats.
What?
Who's a better cheater in the set grip? Who's got the best manipulations that they can get away with, you think?
Oh, man, well, no, for sure. With Travis's timing and all that, yeah, he
can just wrap it, and then on the go, he's
yeah,
on
but even what you just showed was so, like, obvious. You don't even see that from Travis, right? He does what you just did, but you don't never know it.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, with his timing, all that, it's got to benefit him. It benefits a lot of people. It actually benefits people that maybe not that great at listening. They kind of just kind of like to rock.
Sure.
And when you time the rock just right and ready to go, and you're rocking your body that way, you're like, okay, cool. So,
Yeah, watching those people that put their shoulder down on the ready, and then in the go, they're up there.
It's so the best way, and Travis is professional about it, is to go there and stand up, and as you stand up, make sure there's no pause. Just make sure they're ready to go. It's right about. It's like
smooth,
it's like
right?
watching the clock tick, right? Just watch the clock tick. It's a little faster. You go one. It's just right about to hit that midnight, right? Like boom, you go.
There's some lightweight action battle.
I like it.
That's the great.
So yeah, back to Sam Harris. So yeah, there's dudes that use that WL setup so good. Like that's why our last match. I'm there like jerking because like, dude, I'm pissed. I want to take that hand. I'm taking that hand.
And he just has it so tight.
Yeah, like I'm there, like I'm digging, and like we're going sideways. Like, but yeah, it's Kim, Storm, like all those guys that were not that really that even they're professional, but they got to be part of that ecosystem. They got used to that. They lived it, they breathed it. They didn't do anything else. Like, hey, unless WL calls me, I'm not doing anything. So, and dude, and
hey,
you don't want to be with them at that setup. I'll tell you that.
Watching it looks so uncomfortable.
Right. I'm just out there hoping my hand stops it and we're bringing it inside.
Right.
But even that, you know, like I'm
something.
there kind of posing a little bit, but like I'm bringing it because like. Because Sam is strong. Like, he's sticky. It's very uncomfortable all around.
Did you see what his weight was today? How
No.
much did he weigh?
No, I look and see.
Because he's not a 54 guy anymore, right?
I don't care. I
Or
want to see what
65
Paul
guy?
Talbot's weigh. Paul came up to me and said, yeah, I'm 189. And then everybody's telling me he's at least 210, 211. I'm
1
like,
kilo? 180
yeah,
kilo?
right. Man, how do you look bigger than me? And I'm 201 like this right now. So, like, man...
Everyone, if you're in the chat and you're waiting to see the super matches and the pay-per-view, that was before the tournament. You can still sign up to the link, and you'll get the video sent to you tomorrow. I didn't get it set to where it would be live right away.
Yeah, so Odin, I watched the weigh-ins video on whoever's channel. Oh, yep. Man, that's a
Look
nice
at that.
man kicking out of position.
Oh, no.
Man, he was onto something. So Odin came in like 211.
Giant.
Right. So, and I watched his video somewhere where he said that he just wants to like grow, right? Unless his body stops, he's just not concerned about the weight class. He just wants to be the best at the weight he can get to.
Yep.
And honestly, like from the, because I'm always thinking about what's the way to get better, right? That's kind of the arm wrestling dilemma. And that's the way to do it for sure. Like, and I'm glad like Devin, whatever I don't know because I never had a father. From any perspective, not even the one who will be interested in my hobby. So, but I'm glad there is that communication that Devin kind of understands early on. Like, what do you need to do? Like, or what your goal should be. Like, if you don't want to, if you don't want to stall for too long, Yeah, challenge yourself. Get bigger, get uncomfortably big, where it's like, oh man, now I have to arm wrestle this guy. So yeah, no shit.
So I don't know if you watched all of those Auden versus ET little back and forth videos they made, but every single one of them in the Larrett house, you'll see Devin in the back.
Training.
Just doing little micro movements, watching, just being a part of whatever they're doing while lifting that weight. He legitimately lives arm wrestling, lives every minute of every day.
Yep. Dude, and you're going to grab something. And you have a father in heaven, Artem. God bless you. Thank you, Connor. Appreciate it. Dude, Connor threw me off. I didn't know what that was.
Spitting some love there from Connor.
I was saying about the... Thank you, Connor. I appreciate the love and the fatherhood. That's clearly needed.
Ooh, look at that. That's scary.
That's a lot. Yeah, I like that. It's like nice separation. Dude, I don't know what I was talking about, but back to me and Dan. Dan's corner today. I guess I was doing so terrible in post match that Dan's corner job, whatever he did, well, he was just so bad. He's like he gonna ask me any proper. He gonna tell me what to do. He's like, hey, can you hook? I'm like, I don't know. Can you try? I'm like, yeah, I'll try.
Can you try anything other than that?
Yeah. Can you show me how? I'm like, I don't know. So man, that's how you know Paul came in good.
Then you will go back and pull the 176 open right hand between Sam
There we go. Go over.
and Phil.
There's some left-handed action over here.
Dude, I'm still upset I was in such a conscious
Take up to this match, our
thought,
and Sam in the 176
just
open
flow that I had, and then I read one comment.
Connor got you.
Yeah, well, I've had it like recently, and you know who is it works with? I forget who I was talking to. Mike Newman. Mike Newman is a professional, like, conversation, like, holder. Like, he'll, like, like, he'll agree with you. He'll throw jokes, relative. He'll pick apart for, like, a couple seconds, right? And then you could go on. And then if I hit a pause, like, hey, what was I saying? I have no idea. Yeah.
I don't know
like,
at all.
Dude, but you were part of the conversation. That's crazy.
Kind of.
There's got to be a term for that.
Yeah,
Like,
kind of.
For, like, a terrible loss of short-term memory.
He's really good about BS in his answer. Yeah. Mhm.
But he'll throw something in there too, like, oh yeah, that happened to me, blah 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 blah, whatever.
What happened to you? I don't know. What were we talking about?
Right,
Just immediately forgets.
Right.
Mike Newman, be better.
My barber, on the other hand, he's awesome because he was just cutting my hair. While cutting my hair, I'll be telling a story, and then I'll jump on another story, being ODD. I'm like, hold on, sir, what I was talking about? He'll bring it back. He'll dial me in like 30 seconds in. I'm like, no, 10 seconds before that. Oh, you said there's 2 words. I'm like, hell yeah, son. Teach me that. Whatever medication you taking.
That's right.
I need 2 of them.
Get on the good stuff. Look at Travis being a down ref right
Dude,
now.
I was about to say, hey, where's Travis at? Like, out loud. But I feel like there's a referee shirt behind me. But I'm looking at Bart and, like, Nitro. But then, look, oh, it's Travis. Okay.
That's right.
What did you say?
I don't know. I got headphones on. I didn't hear him.
How many people watching YouTube?
Let's see how many people we got in.
Say 140. Say 140. 139. We maybe embellished the one in there, but why it's that
Richard is your winner.
I'll go share it. I mean, we can get more people for the YouTube stream.
Yeah, let's see what time we got. 7 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock. Oh, this is prime arm wrestling time, y'all. Get in here. Travis Bates. Oh, too far. Woo!
On deck after this, once again, I will have Sam and Phil.
Sam
in the
Harris,
right-hand
left-handed animal. So I will say Sam's wrist is staying completely straight here. Bart Wood in the house having a good time at the VIP table with John Hanowski, Dan Orley. Some legends of the sport
Let me
over
find
there.
the bathroom.
Artem's going to find the bathroom. Nitro says we're going to the strap. The strap tells no lies. Getting strapped up. Artem has left for the bathroom. We are live from West Virginia. King of West Virginia tournament going on right now. We're in the open double elimination class. Here we are. Long hair with the strap going to win. Sam Harris maintaining height, looking good. Little adjustment here on the strap. So if you were here watching the King of the Table today, what was the match of the day for y'all? What stood out? What was the big one for the win? Sam Harris, just too much in the strap.
Sam Harris is your winner, moving on.
Let's see here. Do we got
Hey, I need Sam and Phil.
Sasho and Reno, right? That one was an absolute animal. We thought that it was going to go and go and go. Oh. 1 second, we'll get that fixed up. I'm not going to lie. I am getting into after pull mode more than I am stream mode. But I think I'm going to leave the stream up for some of the after pulls because I know you guys like seeing that. Macho Reno, match of the day, absolutely. Woo! Sam Harris with the win. Esteban, what we got? Lachlan and DeVete. Yep, that was good. I always like seeing Lachlan pull. Wish he'd get out more. Sam looks like schoolboy. That's right. He's getting big. I think he's a 198 guy right now, maybe 176. I don't know. He's looking good.
This will be the final right-hand match.
Lots of good.
After this, I will need Bandit and Richard in the Masters left hand.
All right. Finals right-handed 220 class.
This is the final right-hand match.
Finals for the match.
Yes, Evan does have to win twice.
Here we go, A side. People
That
just
is one foul on Junior.
randomly
One
walking
foul
through
on
here. It's my least favorite. When you're at an arm wrestling tournament, stay away from the tables. It's for the competitors and the referees. Oh my goodness. Not today, Junior. Looks like he's maintaining control.
Junior Hustler is your winner. And 198 right hand open.
Junior takes the champion as
All right, give me
198.
Bandit and Richard front and center. On deck after that, I will need Evan and Sam in the 166 open left.
I think I got some trivia we can do in between. Got the Masters class here. Didn't work out for him today. All right, we're in the referee's grip. Set grip. Hands are closed. Gains position, takes him down. All right, while we're waiting on the next match, see if you can answer this arm wrestling trivia.
What's happening? What just happened? Richard, all right. Thank you, Richard. Give me Evan and Sam. Evan and Sam.
How wild is that? Igor Mazarenka has a PhD in arm wrestling. Hank, rheumatoid, makes it kind of hard to arm wrestle. There goes Sam Harris looking to go through the left-handed class as well. Let's see. Hands are closed. Gets a little excited there. They're going to call him back. All right, we got him squared up. Sam, oh. Got a little elbow foul off the front. Gave him the elbow foul, and we're still going into the strap.
After this match, I will meet Ken and Bandit in the Masters left.
Sam Harris strapped up. Knife hand high. Hands are closed. Sam Harris, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can turn that flicker off. We keep losing.
All right, I have Ken and Bandit front and center. On deck, I will meet Evan and Luke.
There we go. It's looking a little better there. Get rid of that yellow light bouncing around. Apologize for that. I want to thank everyone for tuning in from West Virginia. We are live. I'm going to have to pull up the thumbnail. Held in the middle, waiting till it goes, stopping power outside. And he got it. There we go while we're waiting on the next match. See if you can answer this trivia.
All right, I need Luke and Evan in the 176 open left. On deck after that, I will have Richard and Ken for the Masters left final.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. According to Luke Pulcher in a recent video with Monster Michael Todd, while getting your grip, your elbow does not have to be down. The only time your elbow's got to be down is when they're applying the strap or you're in a referee's grip. Slip going into the strap here. We have so much arm wrestling today. It's going to get more and more. I know next weekend we got that big Airy Super Series, that 242 64-man bracket going on in Colorado, hosted by Corey Miller. I'm excited to be there. I believe the venue they have there has got some cool stuff. We're going to have some lights, some smoke show. It's just a single class, so we're getting to really do some good stuff. We're going to get all of the pullers' names and the brackets and all that set up. Woo, just too much back pressure there. It took the wrist.
Moving on. Luke takes third. All right, Richard and Ken front and center for the mass left-hand final. On deck after that, I will need Luke and Eli in the 198 left.
Again.
Esteban Travis did compete right and left-handed in the pay-per-view. That was first. If you bought the pay-per-view, I'll be sending out the link to the video that'll be available for about 24 hours before we clip it and put it on YouTube. Hank, you gotta watch the social medias there. They announced it. quite a bit that they were having this tournament. They usually announce them about a month out. So if you want to follow Travis around, just keep an eye on him.
On deck, I will need Sam and
Dark
Evan
Horse
for the
giving
176
YouTube
open
some
left-hand
play
pass.
button love. Like I said, eventually any pay-per-view that Travis does, I believe, will make its way to YouTube. Right now, y'all can't see it, but Travis is actually down reffing right now. He's hiding out. You can't see him, but he's there. Working hard or hardly working, I haven't decided. Down reffing. He's made about 2 calls all day. Esteban, we will premiere it for members and then live for everyone. They're really trying to provide value for people that are spending money with their channels, and they want to give something back to the people that are paying. Woo! Rubber wrist is going outside. Hard to pin. Staying tight. Can he get out? We're on the runner.
And again, we've got a hell of a match. This might be match of the day.
Grinding in the air. And we're slipped to the strap.
Once again on deck, I will need Sam Harris and Evan for the 176 open left final.
All right, we are slipped out and going back into the strap. Sorry to the sponsors about the typo. We can blame that one solely on Artem Taranenko. Not able to fix it, but I want to give you at least a poor spelling representation. Better than nothing. Appreciate the support. Travis couldn't do these things without the help of all you sponsors, so thanks for all the support to help him do the things he loves to do. That's right, we are live from West Virginia, Martinsburg, home of Travis Bagent. He just pulled right and left-handed. You have to tune into the pay-per-view to see how he did, or wait a couple days till they release the footage. We made sure nothing was recorded, so you will not see any of the footage other than on the Travis Bagent YouTube channel. I believe Artem got some footage of his Paul Talbott match. I'm not sure where he's going to release that, if he releases it, but other than that, you're going to have to tune back in to see our footage.
Andrew and Todd in the 220 left hand.
Sam Harris looking beastly. Oh, sorry. Yep. All right, we are winding through these brackets, smoking 220 class, left-handed. Here we go. Looks like we lost Matt Craig for a moment for a bio break. Or maybe he's pulling. Matt Craig is known to be an arm wrestler from time to time, so we'll see.
Andrew and Todd on that with a 220 left hand. Can I get Chris and Aiken on deck for the 220 left hand?
Here we go. Back on the table in West Virginia. I need someone to chat with. Roger Learn still at the table, getting ready.
All right, Lincoln and Chris, front and center. On deck after that, we need 198 open left. I will have Evan and
Working our way down the classes right now. The 220 left-hand open class.
All yours.
Got a packed house here at the bar. So there's John Hanowski over there. See if we can get his attention. Get John over here. Have a little chit chat. He's a former Game of Arms star. Lincoln Munger just putting in work there on the left hand.
Lincoln is your winner.
Good job.
All right, Evan and Eli, front and center. On deck after that, we will have Chris and Andrew.
Dark Horse spam in the chat. We will put you on timeout. And we'll have Travis give you a stern talking to. Nah, it's Saturday night. Y'all have fun. We're here at Armwrestling in West Virginia, King of West Virginia, after our pay-per-view, where Travis, the Beast, Bagent, entered the class left and right. Had a couple people make him nervous. He was able to make some adjustments. You'll have to tune in to see how it went. Artem Taranenko rematch against Paul Talbott. Didn't go the way he wanted. More footage to come. We are in the 198 open class here, going into the strap. Nitro applying the strap. Travis Bagent down reffing, reflecting on his performance today, running through the classes, both right and left-handed. It takes a special someone, but Travis was able to whoop everyone that he held near and dear today. Gave Artem an official whooping that was, we're just not going to talk about it. All right, he's got him strapped up. Whoop, little bit of static, my bad. Cut that out. It was me playing with the wires. I apologize. Just too much in the strap.
All right, let me get Chris and Andrew front and center. On deck after that, I will need Lincoln and Roger.
Lincoln Munger and Roger Learn left-handed. That should be interesting. We'll see if Lincoln dives in on the deft press off the left hand. Interesting match coming up next. Let's see if I got some arm wrestling trivia queued up for you. That's right, Lorraine Jenkins hosting the North American Invitational in December. I believe there's 32 people per class on an invitational basis on the standard 154, 176, 198 weight classes. That one should be amazing to watch. What a hit. Oh, he's looking at him. He looks comfortable. Can he take it back over, though? Looks like he's working. He's talking to him. He's talking to him. Tell him stand up. Always good. Next to the table, we got Roger Learn and Lincoln Munger. We'll see here. Roger's looking to get back. to left-handed competition after the injury. Just too much. Too much for Lincoln there. Uh-oh, we're going to have a moment. Do I got another trivia? I think I got a few of these. I do. While we're waiting.
On deck after that, I will need Andrew and Lincoln.
Hermes Gasparini, arguably on track to be number 1 or 2 in arm wrestling one day. Always good to see him go. You know, he takes it to the max, the most intense, the Italian Stallion.
Winner of this goes on to the finals to face Evan, loser takes third.
Dark Horse, yeah, we got, I think, 2 or 3. We got Bart Woods, John Hanowski, Storm. I don't know if Storm was in Game of Arms. Got Travis Bagent here. This is the Game of Arms reunion here. Nitro's getting them set up, making sure they're straight, lining them up in the middle. Set grip applied. And we're going to slip out into the strap. Here we go, slipping into the strap. Matt Craig gotten jokes on the mic. Let's see here, just going back down. Strap being applied to the 198 open class here at the King of West Virginia, hosted by Travis Bagent. They just hosted their first pay-per-view where Travis Bagent entered the brackets in the open pro weight class. Big money on the line. You'll have to tune in to see who won it. All right, we're set up here, center table, strap applied. Nitro setting them in the center, standing back, making sure they're not loading. Keeping those wrists straight, hands closed. Strap was just too much. Eli with the win.
Okay, let me get Andrew and...
Dark Horse, you are spamming the chat. Please don't do that. Not preferred. Algorithm doesn't show us any love for one person spamming. So we got 60 people in there. We got some likes to match that up. What's up, Joe? You want to have
with the win.
Yeah, here we go. We got John Hanowski joining us. Big John, you're not
What's
competing
up, bro?
today, man.
How you
What's going on?
Good to see you, man.
Good seeing you. Happy that you made it out. Why aren't you competing today?
You know what? I'm still kind of in the grooming process, man. I've been recovering from some back injuries.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
You know, I gotta stand on a knife right now, heal some injuries up. I came off a win from the Buckeye Brawl out in Toledo about a month ago, so feeling good off of that. But I just need to take some time to chill.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you got? Do you got anything going other than the healing? Because I know you stay busy.
So, you know, I'm always trying to either fix holes in my game or add something new to my arsenal. And I've been studying Devin quite a bit, and I'm trying to emulate some of his rise and rotation into my type of pulling and so far I've seen some real good success just on the practice table. However, I just want to sculpt this for a little bit longer and come out and, really, really make a spark, because the class that I'm in is so competitive, and these guys are super serious. So
absolutely,
I need to be at my utmost best competing anytime.
So you're going after the Master Pro Nations training methods. Do you have anyone that's on the radar that once you get healthy and get everything lined up that you want to test it against?
Not necessarily. To be honest with you, I don't think that I should be hunting anybody right now until I get into my own kill mode.
There you go.
So I would be disrespecting any of those top 5, top 10 guys, to be honest with you right now.
Maybe come back, run through some tournaments and all that, get your groove back pretty much.
Yeah,
I think it's smart.
In the class is ever changing. Like, look, you went in 1 year having Roman, then Kevin, and now Hunter. These guys are hungry. Cody Wood and all those top guys, we're all really hungry. So on any given day, any one of us could really shine.
Well, so that's the argument with just about all of the weight classes. That top 5, really, on any given day, it could be in any order. It's just
I agree.
Who's got good health,
I agree.
Nutrition, who's healthy, and all of that.
Right, yes. And we're all super competitive, all hungry. Just like this match right here. Roger and Lincoln is a good, solid match here.
Come on, Lincoln!
Oh, he's going to try to get in and get that death press going. Can Roger keep him out of it? Good match.
Roger's got a hell of an arm. This Lincoln's been lifting heavy. I've been seeing him online.
Got it.
And he got the W, man.
That's good.
Nice win.
Roger got the win early in the brackets. Hooked him straight in.
Yeah.
It's good to see the adjustment to come
right
through.
On, man. And that's how the pros can do. You go to B side and come back through, and you avenge a loss, that you did on the A side.
That's why I love Travis's pro program. It's single elimination, but you get a best of 3, right? So,
right on.
So, he got me. I didn't get my engagement, and I didn't get what I needed. And then you get to try it again, right? You still get 2 losses to get exit the tournament, but it gives you a chance to go back.
It's also exciting for the crowd too. The crowd loves to see matches. They love to see a little bit of turmoil and
when you come back and you get the win after he beats you, then what happens round 3?
Yes, exactly, man.
Absolutely.
It's good for the crowd, and that's what we want to do. You know what I mean? We want to expand our sport. We want to make it fun for the audience.
Absolutely, and I think this is just a great example of a small to mid-sized tournament right here. But look, everyone's got a drink in their hand. Everyone's talking to somebody. We got people working on technique over here. It's just
absolutely.
The arm wrestling family is just so welcoming and so warm that I don't know why you guys would be out at the
yeah, man. There's a lot of people in here. Not only that, we have an arm wrestling following here, but we also the just regular bar patrons are checking this out. They're getting interested. They're yelling in the background, So
absolutely, that's what the after pull is. Who's never arm wrestled? Let's go. You're going to the table.
Right
absolutely.
On. I know I'm excited for the after pulls. Me and Sam Harris got a date over there.
Nice. Let's see here. What are we on Central Time or Eastern Time there?
We got
9 o'clock.
Pushing 9, yeah.
So I think we got the room till midnight. So there should be a good solid couple hours. Of
I'm
after
down,
pull.
man.
Yeah.
I'm excited. There's a lot of big names up in the house.
And we got 4 or 5 tables. After pull's going crazy back there.
People have been pulling the whole time. I mean, we'd had the tournament going and after pulling going all over the place.
That's right. Tim Lewis shows up just after pull.
I love it.
That's crazy.
Dude. Tim is great for the sport.
He has a super match every weekend. I don't know how he pulls it.
He's constantly representing the sport positively.
And he really owns that gatekeeper title, right? Like, hey, if you think you are an elite arm wrestler, you got to go through Tim Lewis, and he owns it. He loves it.
And a lot of guys are always looking for that fast pin on Tim. You know what? That's awesome. And with all due respect to Tim, that's not that hard to do, right? If you have an incredible hit and you're strong, boom. But let's see when you stop the match with Tim, get in the straps, and let's see how strong you are. Because that's where Tim shines. And if you really want to see if you can beat Tim in his spot. He's the gatekeeper for a reason.
Absolutely. And usually people see that kind of as a negative, right? Like, Oh no, I'm working my way up the list and all that. Not Tim. He welcomes it with open arms. Come see me. Come pull. I'm happy to take on all comers.
Tim will pull anybody, anytime, anywhere. He doesn't give a shit about the weight. The weight doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Like I said, the dude's great for the sport because he's just all over. He'll travel to anybody's backyard, and he just wants to throw down. You want to see who's got the stronger arm, he's with it.
Yeah, I mean his commitment to not only does he want to beat you, he wants to beat the best version of you. Like you never see Tim keeping someone out of their power, like in the setup and all that.
No,
come on,
no.
We're gonna bang. We're gonna hit that hook. I'm gonna stop you and I'm gonna drag you back over.
Absolutely. I've had the pleasure of pulling Tim right and left-handed. So usually we have local events every year. In Titusville, and he shows up. It's a kid named J.D. Fox.
Nice.
And normally I'm like, Tim, you showing up? Yep. All right, hey, you want to have a right-hand match, best of 5, left-hand match, best of 5. And it's just fun because I always like to test where I'm at with him because
you know where your hit went last time.
all the time. Yeah,
absolutely.
And he's just a good dude. Like, I have nothing to prove against him, and he's got nothing to prove against me. We usually put on a hell of a show for the crowd.
Right, always.
My style conflicts with his style, so weights don't really matter. We usually give each other very good matches, and it's fun for the crowd. They love it, and that's really it. So usually I get to pull Tim almost every year.
Jason Tarver in Texas, he's the same way. He's a 170-pound dude, but his left is on just a different level, right?
Is it really?
And he had a match recently with Tim.
How'd that go?
I think Tim won it, but it was not easy, and he didn't sweep through it. Like it was just he
had to work.
Super entertaining match.
That's awesome.
He hits so hard, and Tim, does what Tim does.
He stopped him a quarter-inch from the pad and reeled him in.
Grabs the shovel and digs his way out of it,
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Every match was yes.
A lot of people, if you don't research Tim, there was a time, I believe it was either 2014 or 2015, Tim was down at 165 and he competed in a wall.
Wow.
And I believe he placed top 8 at the wall, 165. It was one of the most stacked tournaments. I think there was 45 guys in that weight class. All right, Junior.
And so you just said something that is like, it rings so true. Like Chris Chandler. He was a 143 guy.
Yes.
And now he's a super.
Right.
Jamie Sheldon was a 43, and now he's cutting his way down to 200, It's like the 154 guys of yesteryear have all kind of gotten bigger.
Yep. You know what? Another guy I'd love to mention, one of my biggest idols in the sport is Craig Toulier.
Oh, yeah.
The dude came from, I believe, 47s. World champion in almost every weight class. So, and now he's like basically the most dangerous 98er in the country.
And I think he's one of the ones that I guess I'll just get bigger because there's no one else in my class.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yes. And just super explosive, super strong, and a super great dude off the table,
I love seeing like Todd Hutchins, I guess I'll pull supers now.
Right.
Aren't you like 190?
Crazy strong.
I'm a little big right now at 205, but yeah.
Todd
Give me Corey
Hutchins
West.
is on a whole nother level right now too. It just seems like, just like Devin, he continues to climb. You know what I mean? With the age of those guys in the sport and how they're continuing to find new techniques and ways to get better, stronger. They look different because you can see their training. It's uplifting, you know what I mean? Motivating at the same time for guys, such as myself and you in the sport, you know what I mean?
So do you think that's from new training techniques, or is that just everyone getting back on these stem cells and getting new life and still going?
You know what? It's really hard to say, Robert, because I'm still, I haven't ventured into the stem cells. However, I'm sure it is. I mean, think about it. We all want that immortality, right? We want that immortality in the sport. We want to be able to stay in the sport forever. And if this can do that for these guys, they can afford it. The sponsorships, more power to them. More power to them. I mean, you and I are going to be there someday.
Right.
And if I had that opportunity to continue to stay in the sport, then I'm going to do what it takes. And I think there's always, a plus side to that. You're going to see results. You're going to get bigger. You're going to get stronger. So it's just kind of like a byproduct to what the sport is offering now. So
look at Storm walking up there. Yeah, and it's always everyone that does the stem cells, like the people that administer the treatments, which, I mean, we got Big Mark. He's in the house here. He can probably talk to it a little bit better. But it seems like magic goo. Like, yeah, you just kind of put it where it hurts and it knows where to go and what to do.
It's wild to see the technology that these doctors are coming out with. And, hey, man, you know what? If they're coming out with products that are allowing us to compete at the highest level that we can in our older age, that brings that youthfulness back to us.
That
Bro,
has to say something.
Come on.
Right?
Let's go. And guess what? It's in arm wrestling, man. It's not like, okay, basketball, yeah, we know basketball. Football, okay, yeah, we expect it. MMA even. But arm wrestling, right? We have, what do they call it? The Holy Grail, right? The elixir. The elixir, right? The life's elixir.
To destroy our bodies and keep going. Yeah.
Right, and that's in our sport, so
yeah,
we got our champions up there.
Look at that. I mean, did you think in 2024 you would see Sam Harris and Storm Chileno hoisting up trophies?
I mean, it's pretty cool,
Right?
They have both of these guys have been doing it since I started, which was 2012, and to see them still kicking ass is so cool, man.
So let's talk about you starting.
Yeah.
A lot of people may not know, but you were actually part of the original cast of Game of Arms.
I was, and it's kind of wild how that happened. So, I had grown up, boxing, cage fighting, shit like that, and I was cage fighting at the time. I had been in a motorcycle accident, and I had broken my back, broke my right arm. I got a little busted up, so in the meantime, I would go to Bart's and train with Team Relentless on Sundays. Just to keep my mind relevant because I wanted to get back into MMA eventually.
Sure.
So I was just around guys who were in that mentality because I was in a depression, man. I was in a wheelchair for a little while.
Oh, man.
And then I was walking on crutches. And then, I was able to get to Bart's on Sunday just to get on the table and slow pull with these guys. I really didn't know what I was doing. So some time went by.
Life, right?
Dude, arm wrestling 100% changed my life from day one.
Hell yeah.
And it still is. Like, it's never not like, kind of like that big brother.
Some sort of positive outlook for you to go on your journey, right?
Dude.
Because it's always there pushing you. Always.
It's wild, man. It's like arm wrestling's like my last stop when I go to bed and my first thought when I wake up,
Absolutely.
And it's always positive. Even when arm wrestling's kicking the shit out of me, I'm still like, I love you,
Yep.
So...
how many times have you heard the story of, I went home crying because I had my elbows.
Can't open a water bottle.
Right, yeah.
Dude,
I did you
for the
quit?
first 3 years.
I was there back the next day.
100%.
Yep.
Just taking that beating. And then, it's like, pain is love, bro. And there's so much pain in arm wrestling that you fucking love this shit.
Well, and how many times did you go, if I let that happen, it gets beat up, and then you
100%.
learn. As you're training, you're watching someone hurt themselves, thinking
the best way to
tomorrow's
teach
gonna
yourself
suck for
about
you.
fire dog is to touch it.
That's right.
Just touch that shit, and
Won't do it again.
You know what to do with it then.
That's right.
So funny story, man, is like I was training with Team Relentless on Sundays, and then they were filming Don Underwood down in Vegas, and our heavyweight Dave Chafee beat Don Underwood. Okay. So they're like, who the F is this guy? So they started to take a liking and to interest in the 814, in the Erie. So then they came back. They seen that arm wrestling was absolutely huge in the 814. And then
Team Erie's huge.
Yeah, once they started coming and checking it out, they're like, okay, there's a huge following in Erie. There's a lot of world champs from Erie. There's like a lot of nostalgia from our town. So that just added to the backstory. My old man was a world champion, and I think that they fell into that storyline of, okay, world champion, passes away in a tragic motorcycle accident, son's following his lead, let's follow this and see. However, when I was 23 years old, like, I didn't understand that type of opportunity that I had. So I was just so real about it that I kind of just wore my soul on my sleeve.
Sure.
And I did well. I had fun, but I was an amateur, dude. I had only had maybe 6 tournaments, maybe 12 to 15 matches, and they asked me if I wanted to be on the show. What do you think I'm going to tell them? No?
Absolutely.
I'm
Sign
like,
me
let's
up.
go. Let's go.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I was 151 pounds, and, you know, I just got throttled by everybody. But it was the fact that, like,
you went up for every fight.
Man, as
like
hard as I
destroy
could.
them.
As
Yep,
hard
absolutely.
as I could. And I was not used to taking ass whoopings like that. Like, you know, I was a successful fighter, successful boxer, successful wrestler. And then getting my ass whooped, I didn't give a shit about the weights. I didn't care about that. Like, I got my ass whooped. So it really did something to me, and it pushed me to want to win, man. And I really just fell in love with the community, the people.
The competition,
you know,
right?
Yeah, you know, it's a sport that we can throw down as we get older, take them demons out, you know, and just have some camaraderie. I enjoy the competitiveness as I age. Like, that shit will never come out of me, you know?
Well, arm wrestling is one of the few sports where, all right, I'm probably never going to beat you, right? Like, let's just throw that out there, right? Grip up, we can have a different match.
100%.
Like,
100%.
Like, it's hey, maybe I didn't beat you today, but I moved your wrist way more than I normally do.
And Robert, that's the difference in me, is where, like, let's say you and I pull and I do win. The next time you and I come back, I'm not thinking that I can beat you that way, that easily, that hard at all. This is a new match, a new day, and you are probably going to try to figure out a way, because that's just what it is at our level.
Absolutely.
So I'm expecting you to bring it.
Doing something different every time.
And if not, then I'm bored. Like, if you didn't bring it, then what the fuck are you doing on the table?
Right? Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You should give me your all. And if you don't, well, then what are you doing here, you know?
Yep.
So,
And that's why people will they'll leave because they went 0-2 twice,
right?
Or they can't get through the elbow pain, right? Like,
right.
That's
right.
To me, that's the only 2 reasons people leave. Other
Absolutely.
than that, they try it, they're in.
You know what, bro? Arm wrestling is the biggest ego checker in the history of sports, man, because
For sure.
you can't have an ego when you come arm wrestle, because it will get checked by anybody. So
that's the greatest
you know what I'm
thing
saying?
ever, right? And
Bro,
you
you're
being a
gonna
154 guy that's stomping people,
Yes.
I'm sure you have humbled more people than you can count.
100%. And I always give that humble pie with a humble attitude.
Absolutely.
I don't like to act like a cocky dude. Unless you talk some shit to me, then we can get it on. But if I whip
straighten
your
it out.
ass and you was cool, then I'm going to be cool about it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because I've got my ass whipped a bunch of times.
Sure.
So that's just
I'm gonna
what
keep
it
an
is.
eye on you for next time. You
Thanks.
know? And
Yeah, for sure, bro.
It was my turn today.
Absolutely.
You know? Heck
Looks
yeah.
like we got some after pull, man. I'm going to have to get up there with Sam.
Heck yeah.
I got to go find
Enjoy it, man.
Robert, it was great talking to
You
you,
too,
bro.
man.
Thank you for having me on, my dude.
All right, guys, we are cutting loose. We're going to do a little bit of after pulling, and then I think I'm going to tear down. So y'all enjoy some after pulls. Goodbye.
Payday. Thank you. I should have entered the open. I don't want to know you. Oh, that's all right. Well, that's old man we never know. You were taking that easy.
Make a noise for Dr. Moore in the play. Hey, great job, young man. Great job. Right here. Here you go. Hold that up there. Right there. Yeah. The champ. The fucking champ. Yeah.
All right, we tore down the table.